Hello, I'm Dr. Neely. Thanks for watching our show. And I am so excited to have you here to talk all about Micol, muscle, movement, and medicine. Today I have Sarah with me. She is my bestie of a long time. Since we're only still like 29, we got to keep it like 28 years, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Sarah, tell me a little bit about you and what you do.
I'm Sarah Grone. I am the co-founder of Known and Notice, which is a creative agency serving small businesses and nonprofits and getting their message out into the world and sharing all the good work that they do.
And you've helped me out quite a bit.
I have. Yeah, it's been
You've
such a fun project.
seen me every step of the way too, through this. And what's been your favorite thing you've seen so far that we've done?
On your brand,
Yeah.
I love how much you are embracing yourself in this work and infusing the work that you do with your full heart and personality. And all of that comes through in the way you help the people who come through your doors. I think you bring your whole genuine loving self into this work, and you really want to help people feel better.
Thank you. Yeah, it's important. I think so many women about our stage of life are wondering, like, hey, I'm in my 30s, I'm in my 40s. How do I stay healthy? And that's kind of inspired me the last few years. But you've seen me a lot of that. What would you think that people would like to know about what I do?
I want to know how you got into this work. What brought you to the place you are today?
Good question.
Broad question. It's a broad question.
It is. Well, as you know, I worked emergency medicine for almost 15 years. And
That was tough.
I think you caught me a lot of the nights I came home and was like, do you have time for a glass of wine? And
It's hard work.
we
Like
had
heartbreaking work.
Yeah. It was really a joy to work in the ER. Like, I loved the adrenaline. I like helping people. Some of it's rather mundane and not always like ER shows. But it also takes a lot out of you. And it was fine when it was just me and without my little one. But it did take a toll. And without friends like you, I'm not sure how I would have done it.
Yeah.
You saw me break down a few times just bawling over things that I saw.
I mean, you pour your whole self into everything you're choosing to do, including that ER work. And it takes a lot to show up for long shifts, traveling.
Yeah.
And I'm sure your patients were so grateful for the work that you did, but it does take a toll on you.
It did. And then COVID hit. And I was a newly single mom and COVID. Yeah. And that was hard because I was living apart from you. Like, how many times did you travel to come see me? Quite a few. Remember, you were like 36 weeks pregnant?
Yes.
And I had just had my son.
It was the best.
It's one of my favorite pictures. You're holding my son over your belly of your daughter about to be born.
Yeah. I tell Ada that he was the first one to squish her inside. Like, look, he's sitting on your head.
Yeah. But right after about that picture, like the year later was COVID, right?
About 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had a tiny one. And he's busy.
It was a lot. I ended up going to California. And really I was already searching for where do I go? Where can I be a good mom and help people? Because I have this huge passion for helping people. But where do I do that without like totally destroying me in the ER shifts?
Right.
So in COVID, we went in over to Costa Mesa and we took all the overflow. So the hospitals were maxed out and California didn't really know what to do. They're like, here, just keep them alive.
Yeah.
And so we did a lot of non-traditional treatments with vitamin therapy.
Oh, that's right. You were one of the first in the country to be able to use that new vitamin therapy.
And we got the monoclonal antibodies, which was pretty cool because if you got the timing just right with those IVs, it really helped people. So that's where I first started with like IV therapy was really COVID and the monoclonal antibodies.
Yeah. I remember hearing you tell me that there was like a spark of, I just want to help people be well before they get to the ER, before they get to needing critical care.
Yeah.
But like, how do we work on the prevention side of this? And people who are thriving and doing well and want to continue more of that.
And that was really the time I remember sitting down with one patient that he'd been with us like 58 days. Like at this little center, it was the old psych unit that they were going to tear down.
Ooh.
And they gave it over to the state of California to use for overflow. And this guy had nowhere to go. We were trying to help him. And we talked a lot about prevention because we found out he was diabetic, he had hypertension, and he was only like 38.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but really, really like significant disease that he didn't even know he had before he had COVID.
Right.
So not only are we trying to help him heal from this pretty extreme case of COVID, we're trying to teach him what to do with his diabetes and his hypertension. And so we talked a lot of lifestyle. And I was like, why didn't he know this? Or why didn't someone ever tell him before he got to this point?
Right.
So that was a moment that really did hit me of like, instead of letting someone so young get so sick, why can't we prevent this?
Yeah.
So
cool. Well, what are you doing now?
So after COVID, I moved back to Phoenix here. And yes, had to be close to you.
Thank you.
We opened a wellness center. So started out as part of a franchise. I've learned so much business-wise. Another reason I've laid on your floor crying. Yeah, I think I learn best by my mistakes. So got to make a few of them.
Absolutely. My co-founder just told me that if you're not winning, you're learning. Or if you're not, done a lot of learning.
A lot of learning. So it helped me get like the business like open. I just was trying to figure out what it is I was doing and like how do I really help people here. So I remember opening the doors and being like, I just hope somebody comes in and sees me. Had amazing staff. That was one of my big worries is like, oh no, how do I like staff this appropriately and know that I have everyone? And ended up with the best people who have worked with me, and for me. And it's been incredible. And our patients have been so much fun. I feel like they've taught me almost more than I've taught them lately.
Right. I see you continually shifting as you get new and different kinds of patients, shifting what you're offering to fit the needs of the patients and not just like a very prescriptive, like this is what everybody gets, but really just like a very tailored experience that you offer. And
that's what we've really started doing. So we kind of opened our doors and we're really a la carte, just come in and see us and we'll help you. Very open-ended. But what I found is it's really nice to be able to work with patients who really need care and want to spend time and just sit down and talk, almost like a friendship, like you and I. And we can look at testing. I've learned a lot with some of the longevity testing, hormones, peptides. I don't know if there's a single time I see you that I don't mention peptides. And so we've really customized that into packages and more concierge. So our patients come in and we'll work with them one-on-one and we'll do testing. And then I create a plan with them to help them to live their best life.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite kind of person to serve? Like what is their mindset? What are they searching for?
Sure. We treat male and female, but obviously my heart is a little near and dear to women who've gone through similar experiences like me, where, hey, you know, you're maybe a business owner or a career woman and a mom, and you're hitting into midlife and you're like, what do I do? I don't feel like myself yet, or I've given so much to my kids. Like, how do I take care of me?
Yeah.
So that really does lay very close to my heart. I've cried with a few of my patients who are women or like, I just don't know what to do, how to get through the next week. So to see them run some tests and be like, well, look, like your hormones are trashed. Let's boost you up. Or vitamin D. Believe it or not, here in Phoenix, so many people are really low in vitamin D.
Surprising.
Yeah. And it's so simple. Like, so working with things like that to help these women like feel like themselves again is exciting.
Yeah. That's not a lot of service or not a lot of the experience people have at their general practitioner. The tests are if they get run at all, are really basic.
Yeah.
And not looking for that root cause, but just like, hey, you're good enough.
Yeah.
Like you meet standard levels, or we're not even looking at that. I'm sure that's been the experience of so many people.
I talk about it all the time. Like here, our culture has become sick medicine. And they wait till you're sick or something's failing before you put a little Band-Aid on it with pharmaceuticals.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, like I'm so grateful to be in an era of science where we know so much and medicine is great to practice, but we've almost forgotten preventative health of like, what if we prevented them from being that sick in the first place and we practice healthy medicine? Like, let's keep people healthy. Let's make sure that they age well and they keep their energy and that their hormones are stabilized and their nutrition's on point. So I do that with everyone. And we really try and get, hey, here's our pillars. You need to make sure that you're sleeping. Like, how many of us out there are not getting right sleep? I know for me, it was a badge of honor growing up if you're like, oh, yeah, I only slept like 2 or 3 hours a night because I'm working so hard.
Right. That hustle culture is pretty damaging.
Very.
Yeah.
And now I sleep 7, 8 hours a night routinely, and sometimes a little more if I've exercised really hard. I feel a million times better, and I get a lot more done. I'm more productive.
Right.
And then nutrition. Like, I could spend an hour talking about how terrible our nutrition has become and all the additives and the way it affects our hormones and aging. So nutrition's got to be on. And then movement. You know that's one of my favorites.
It is. You never stop moving.
I love movement is medicine. It's just what keeps me stabilized. And not everybody has to go run a 100-mile marathon, but you gotta move. If you don't use it, you lose it. And for women especially, like as we get near menopause, we have to realize our metabolism isn't slowing down. We're stopping building muscle, and that's what's affecting the metabolism.
Oh.
You keep your muscle, you're gonna keep your metabolism. And so
I love this reframe. We don't hear about this.
Yeah. So these are things we need to teach people. Again, instead of sick medicine, wait till you've lost all your muscle and you're 50 pounds overweight and diabetic. Why not teach them maintain your muscles so that doesn't happen?
Yeah.
And mindset, that's my fourth pillar. I think you've seen me go through a lot with that over the last, especially the last 5 years. I've faced a lot of challenges. And without the mindset, I don't think I'd be standing still.
Yeah.
So those are important for me and things that I like to teach our patients. And you and I have talked about them a lot.
We have. You're one of the strongest people I know because you do all of these things and because you have reclaimed some of that time and energy for yourself to invest in your own health and well-being. Yeah. And now you can share it back with the rest of us.
I haven't done it perfectly, though.
Nobody does.
I think I've made every mistake. What did I say earlier? Let me show you how I fucked it all up before we got it right. Can I say that on a podcast?
It's your podcast. Do whatever you want.
Anyways, like, yeah, you can ask me open-ended. I will be honest with you. I made a lot of mistakes. Like, there's still days that I have to reframe a little because I'm hard on myself. Like a lot of us as women are. And I used to struggle with that a lot more. It would get me so down that I hadn't done everything perfectly. I wasn't the best businesswoman out there, and I didn't run everything perfectly. And, I got a little sharp with my son, and I wasn't the best mom ever. And I hadn't succeeded in X, Y, and Z. And
you are an eldest daughter.
Yes, we are both eldest daughters. Oh, yeah, and a pastor's kid.
Oh, layered on.
So that just told our audience a lot about me right there. But I think what changed is really the mindset. I work with a coach that has helped me because I like movement so much. We talk movement with mindset. And it solidified that in me. how important your mindset is for your whole body wellness.
Right.
Yeah.
What are some daily practices that you do?
That's a good question. So I honestly get up a lot earlier than I used to so that I have a few minutes to myself.
That's nice.
My son is my world, but when he's sitting on my lap and holding my hair and begging for attention,
Is a snuggle bug.
he
Oh my
is.
goodness.
I know. I have like a bald spot from him pulling on my hair. Good thing I have a treatment for that. But it's hard because you're so focused as a mom, like take care of your son, take care of your son.
Mhm.
So I start out my day with me time.
Yeah.
Let him sleep in a little, and I will
Perfect.
meditate. I like to read. I really like to go outside. I don't love the cold, so I'm trying to figure out how that
It's
through
only
the
a few
winter.
more weeks of that here in Arizona.
Yeah. Thank God we're in Arizona and it's only a few weeks. But I like to get outside. I like some morning sunlight
Mhm.
and I like morning movement. I, in fact, just started with my son getting a mile run in every morning with me.
Oh, he's going with you. How
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. So he complained a little the first couple times, and now it's just part of our routine. He knows he gets up and goes.
I love that. I need to tell that to Ada.
Yeah. So sunlight, time to myself, meditation, movement are really big ones for me.
Yeah.
And then I definitely use a lot that we do here as far as vitamins and peptides. So sometime we'll talk about all the different treatments because I could
Yeah.
spend a lot of time just on the peptides alone. But I do a lot of the IV vitamin C, glutathione, and some of the anti-inflammatory and mitochondrial repair peptides.
Exciting.
Yeah, we need to get you on a couple.
You do.
Oh my goodness. Well, I love talking with you, and we could talk for a whole nother day about some of these therapies, but I think we better leave it for our next session.
I'm so grateful for what you're doing for so many people that need this. I'll be in soon.
Thank you.
You just radiate this positivity. I know, despite all the hard things that we've talked about, you just radiate this like glow and energy that attracts people, and people just want to be in your orbit. And I just admire your strength through all of this and finding a vision that like really works for you. You feel so much more settled in this work and like purpose driven.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, and you know,
Proud of you.
I could not do it without people like you in my life. So thank you.